Welcome to Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Abby Garrett. Thanks for joining us today for the news we've been watching for you. The Mexico School District and Entergy reached an agreement settling a lawsuit filed by the owner on the Fitzpatrick Power Plant that challenged the district's tax assessment of the nuclear power plant. The lawsuit covered tax payments from 2010 to 2015. According to District Superintendent Sean Bruno, the district and power company agreed on a new pilot plan for future tax payments. The agreement also mandates that the district is not responsible for refunding any tax monies already paid. The district could have been on the hook for $31 million if it lost the lawsuit. Bruno, in an email statement, said a presentation on the school's budget plan will take place on April 14th at 5:30. Gary Thibodeau's lawyer, Lisa Peebles, filed an 81-page request for the Appellate Division of State Supreme Court in Rochester to hear an appeal of acting Oswego County Court Judge Daniel King's decision. King last month denied Thibodeau's request to overturn his conviction and order a new trial. Thibodeau, 62, is serving 25 years to life in prison. His brother Richard was acquitted in a separate trial. Allen, 18, was kidnapped from her job at the D&W convenience store on Easter morning, 1994. She's presumed dead. Her body has never been found. Some Mississippians say a new law allowing religious groups and some private businesses to deny services to gay and transgender people is needed protection for Christians who adhere to traditional views of marriage and gender roles. But others, including executives at several large companies, say Republican Governor Phil Bryant's decision to sign the bill amounts to discrimination, even if they find same-sex marriage morally offensive. It's a debate that has been played out across the U.S. after the Supreme Court effectively legalized gay marriage. It has intensified since Georgia's governor vetoed a similar proposal and since North Carolina's governor signed a bill that bans cities from enacting anti-discrimination ordinances and requires transgender people to use public bathrooms that conform to their sex at birth. A lottery vendor for years manipulated drawings to enrich himself and associates by installing software code that allowed him to predict winning numbers on specific days of the year, Iowa investigators alleged Wednesday. Authorities called the newly obtained forensic evidence a breakthrough in the investigation of alleged jackpot-fixing scheme by Eddie Tipton, former security director of the Multi-State Lottery Association. A jury convicted him last year of rigging a $16.5 million jackpot, and he's awaiting trial on charges linking him to prizes in Colorado, Wisconsin, Oklahoma, and Kansas. A Swiss high school's decision to accept two Muslim boys' refusal for religious reasons to shake hands with their female teachers has triggered a debate in the small Alpine country, where handshake greetings have long been a gender-neutral tradition. A public school in the northern parts of Basel recently accepted the teens' belief that they should only willingly touch the women they eventually marry. A spokeswoman said Wednesday that the school's decision centered on the balance between constitutionally guaranteed freedom of religion and gender equality. She said the school had ruled that if the boys won't shake hands with female teachers, they should also be banned from shaking hands with male teachers. For the second time in as many years, a student at suburban New York's Elmont Memorial High School has been accepted at all 8 Ivy League universities. Augusta Uamanzu has until May 1st to decide whether she'll attend one of the prestigious Northeastern universities. She can also choose from Johns Hopkins University, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, New York University, and RPI. Last year, Elmont's Harold Eka chose Yale from among the 13 universities where he was accepted. Los Angeles police said Wednesday that actor Charlie Sheen is the subject of a criminal investigation headed by detectives from an elite stalking unit. Police said Sheen was listed as a suspect in a criminal investigation report received on March 31st. He declined to detail the allegations or identify the alleged victim, but he said detectives from the department's Threat Management Unit have obtained a search warrant in the case. The celebrity news site Radar Online reported Wednesday that it had been served a subpoena from Los Angeles police for a 35-minute audio recording purportedly of Sheen that includes Sheen threatening his ex-fiancée. We've got some unsettling weather remaining for a little while longer. Here's Bree with the forecast.
Some warmer southerly air has made its way to our area, but with some rain showers. We'll be in the 50s for the rest of our Thursday, but we'll have on and off, mostly on, rain showers to finish out the day. On Friday, we revert back to some colder air. We won't get out of the 30s, and we could see some snow showers. The wind will pick up as well, making the temps feel like they're in the low 20s. On Saturday, we brighten up to remain colder than normal with temperatures barely above freezing. Once again, the wind is going to make things feel much colder. Much of the same for Sunday, although the breezy conditions could subside. A longer range view shows our temperatures rebound a little towards normal for Monday, but we'll have to contend with more rain. So not much spring-like weather for the next few days. That's the forecast. I'm Bree.
Golf's biggest tournament gets underway today. With the sports, here's Justice.
After a pair of ceremonial tee shots from Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player, 68-year-old Arnold Palmer watched from a chair at the first tee, deciding not to take a swing this year because of health issues. So it was left to Nicklaus and Player to hit the shots that traditionally begin the first major championship of the year. 22-year-old Jordan Spieth is defending champion. Coach Gary Kubiak says that while Colin Kaepernick's stalemate drags on, the Denver Broncos are preparing to select a quarterback in the upcoming draft. Kubiak said he's focused on quarterbacks on his roster, Mark Sanchez and Trevor Siemian, while GM John Elway and his staff study the top college passers. The Broncos have been trying to acquire Kaepernick, but the San Francisco 49ers have been unwilling to pay a portion of his 2016 salary to facilitate a trade. The Super Bowl champs are in the market for another QB following Peyton Manning's retirement and Brock Osweiler's departure to Houston in free agency. The last recollection the New York Mets have from Citi Field is losing the World Series after squandering a late lead in Game 5. Time to make some new memories. Eager to celebrate a scintillating 2015 season with their rejuvenated fans, Curtis Granderson, David Wright, and the rest of the Mets face Philadelphia in their home opener Friday afternoon. That's it for sports. I'm Justice Dan.
The calendar shows that the third quarter comes to an end tomorrow, Friday, the 8th, with grades submitted by teachers next Tuesday. AP test takers are reminded of a meeting to fill out pre-administrative material. The meetings will be held Tuesday, April 12th at 7:30 a.m. and Wednesday, April 13th at 2:10 in the Hungerford Library. Yearbooks are now on sale for $60, and there are fewer than 100 left for sale. Books may be ordered by going to justins.com. And finally, sports physicals will be held in May. This physical will provide the student athlete to participate in fall, winter, and spring sports for the entire 2016-17 school year. See Ms. Wallace in the nurse's office for paperwork and to schedule an appointment. For the staff of Eye on the Tigers News, I'm Abby Garrett. Thanks for joining us.